This is Opinion City, where pro wrestling gets the conversation it deserves. Real voices, real opinions, live every Sunday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of the Opinion City podcast. I'm King Ralph. He's Parmesan. We are your hosts, and we've got an absolutely huge episode today. This is probably one of the biggest episodes that we have ever had in the history of the show. We are talking to someone who has just blown up in the world of wrestling. Sean,
absolutely.
Who are we talking to today?
Talking to Bear Bronson of TNA Wrestling, part of the system as well.
And his top five, which I'm excited for, because it's along the lines of top fives we've had before, but it goes off in a different direction.
It's a little bit of a twist. Yeah, it's a little bit. Because we've had top five video games, we've had top five horror movies. This one is top five horror video games, combining the two together.
That's exciting. Well, listen, let's not waste any more time. Let's get this thing started. Let's bring him in.
Let's do it.
Bear Bronson, welcome to the show.
What's up,
man? Hey.
What is going on?
Get a little C4 in there. Yep.
Right.
Oh yeah, gotta wake me up.
Love it.
Let's go.
All right.
How's it going, guys?
It's going, man. We're here.
It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining.
It's still a little cold, but whatever. It's weather.
We can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're all wintered up there in your GCW specific winter gear.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get made fun of all the time for wearing. I wore literally right after they announced I was signed to TNA. I wore a TNA shirt to a booking, and Bull James was making fun of me, and I was like, "It's free. It's if people give me GCW, TNA, if they give me free merch, I'm gonna wear it."
Right, of course.
Like, of course, Mark. I'm like, one, I am a Mark, proudly. Right. And two, it's free clothes.
Exactly.
Why would you not? Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's not just free clothes; it's free wrestling shirts.
Exactly.
Like, I have two literal dresser drawers of wrestling shirts. My wife is like, "You have too many." I'm like, I can't get rid of any of them. Like, it'd break my heart to get rid of one of them.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, so why don't you tell us in your own words, who is Bear Bronson?
Oh man,
starting off heavy, boy. We're throwing the fastballs,
throwing it at you.
Bear Bronson is. This is going to be not an MLA style. I'm just going to kind of rattle off where Bear Bronson is somebody who definitely took the long road when it comes to growth and finding who they are. I was somebody who was very impressionable when I was younger. And I feel like, because I've been wrestling for 11 years, and it is in my 11th year, or 10th year, technically, in my latest year of wrestling, where I finally stopped listening to what everyone else thought was best and started listening to what I thought was best. Because the Bear Bronson you're seeing right now is what the teenage fan always loved and always gravitated towards with wrestling. But when you start wrestling, especially somebody like me, I like to go into everything with an open mind, and it's nothing against anybody, but you kind of get veered away, and you hear the worst thing to be in wrestling is a young wrestler just listening to you hear what everyone thinks wrestling should be, and it's heavily pushed on you.
Right.
And you are not confident enough to say, well, I don't know, I like that style of wrestling. And the wrestling that Bear Bronson likes is car crash style.
Yes.
I love, if a veteran is watching a match and is like, what the fuck is this bullshit? What is this shit? I'm like, I love it. I love it.
That's great.
I'm like, growing up, I loved, Attitude Era Raw, 90s ECW,
Mm-hmm. right,
early 2000s CZW.
Mm-hmm.
I love car crash style wrestling, PWG in the 2010s.
Oh yeah.
Like I love that style, and I love deathmatch wrestling. I love it
absolutely
because I love hardcore wrestling, and then I just love the boundaries that are pushed when it comes to deathmatch wrestling, and just how it's a totally different thing, and that's a separate conversation.
Sure.
But I think Bear Bronson is somebody who, when finding himself, could not do that himself. It took finding the right person in life to bring that out of you,
right,
that out of me, which is my wife, Gabby Forza.
Yeah.
Who will be interrupting soon because
Shout
I
out.
am parked at Terminal 4 JFK.
Wow. Yeah.
On top of the parking garage. She is flying in from California, and she will be interrupting this interview soon at some point. But that is the So it took meeting her, and it took her bringing out the very best in me in almost every way, and
absolutely
including wrestling. And
I love that
true.
answer.
That's just true stuff. That's not even like me dressing up a story, or that's just
right.
Oh, I love it.
And what Bear Bronson in 2025 into 2026 is the most authentic version of myself that is
love that.
Finally working out in the right ways. I have been signed in the past, and that's a whole different thing. And just because you make it to a certain level does not mean it's not the light at the end of the tunnel that everyone thinks it is.
Sure.
Sure.
So then what exactly made you want to become a pro wrestler?
Oh man. I mean, it's my earliest memories. Because I grew up around my older brother and my older cousins it's like hot in the Attitude Era, where everyone was watching, and I just never really grew out of it. Both of my brothers are pretty exceptional hockey players.
Oh, nice.
And I never got into sports. I don't like sports. I couldn't care less that the Super Bowl's on today.
Amen.
Okay, right.
Couldn't care less.
Listen, amen.
It just and I'm not shitting on it. I'm actually jealous because I love watching people enjoy things.
Sure. Yes.
And when people are so aggressively passionate about their team, I'm actually kind of jealous of that.
Right.
I just don't have that relationship with sports.
Sure.
I have that relationship with wrestling. So I just something that's always been in my blood. I could never picture myself doing anything else in my life. And here we are. I started wrestling as soon as I graduated high school.
Oh, wow.
I started training in 2014 when I was 18 years old. And I started training at Creative Pro Wrestling Academy under Brian Myers and Pat Buck. And now, fast forward to today, it's been a wild road. A wild road of growth, not only just in wrestling, but even just growth in life.
It's interesting. I hear a lot of people that come on our show talk about, like what you're talking about now, growth in the wrestling business and things like that. And it always seems like the wrestling business becomes this amazing parallel to your own personal life, because as you grow with one, you tend to grow with the other, because you're seeing the same influences on both parts of your life.
Yeah. And then like now I think the best thing I ever did was pull down these walls of like, certainly in the past, I've done gimmicks and I've done characters where there's just me forcing something.
Right.
And the best thing I ever did this year was just be like, I don't care about kayfabe. I don't care about, I'm just going to pull it all down and just talk and just be a person. Cause I can't tell you how many times throughout my life I've had the tired advice where people are like, I think it'd be cool as Bear Bronson, like if you come out on all fours and like roar.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
oh God,
dude,
no,
gross.
Get out of here.
Gross.
Get out of here.
But just being a person, because the thing is, like, my name is I'm way more related to my name Bear than my name Joe.
Right.
I think like my parents named me Joe, but my mom started calling me Bear from a very, very young age, probably like 3 years old.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because I was always the only heavy set person in my family.
Wow.
Like everyone else is very my mom's a nutritionist.
Oh boy, yeah.
Can relate.
Both my brothers are both my brothers are hockey players, like athlete,
Sure.
Not that I'm not an athlete, I'm a pretty sick athlete, but
oh yeah.
Right, yeah, of course.
Like huskier build, so
right.
my mom she was like, that's my bear. And it's been like a spirit animal sort of thing my whole life, and it has nothing to do with me wanting to act like a real bear or something like that,
Right.
But I just love bear, like the aesthetic, and what was I lost my train of thought there. So
you're more related to Bear than Joe.
Right. Yeah, and it's that's where like pulling down these walls and just letting people know who I am. And honestly too, like even just with my wife and my relationship with her, and that's a story of its own, sort of.
Right.
Where nothing we put out there is fake or forced. We're not like those influencer people that are like,
sure,
look at us, everyone, look at us, we love attention. It's just like we just kind of put our life out there pretty effortlessly, and people just kind of gravitated towards it, and we didn't mean for that to happen.
Right.
But it just did, and I think it kind of just added to my lore, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's all been positive. It's all been great. And I think that helps connect with people more.
Yeah.
Because that's what I learned. I mean, there's nothing more important than in professional wrestling than establishing a connection with fans.
Right.
If
Sure.
people care about you, then you can really do whatever you want.
Right. Yeah.
And I learned that more than anything. And that's something that I push on our students. And I'm like, listen, do the wrestling you want to do. I'm all for it. I'm definitely the favorite coach when it comes to like, I'm not the type that's like, oh, what are you doing that bullshit for? Whatever. I'm just like, do anything you want to do. You could be the less is more type of wrestler. You could be a gimmicky wrestler. You could be a fucking the spot monkey, because I love that too. And like,
right.
But no matter what, none of it matters at all if people don't care about you. So you have to establish that first.
Now, let's do more.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, let's do more of a deep dive on Creator Pro, because you did train there, but you also are now a trainer. So what was like?
Yes.
What was it like to kind of evolve from being the trainee to the trainer at Creator Pro?
It kept the learning process going, because you do get to a point in training where you do learn all that you can learn, until it's like, okay, you need to get out there and get that in-ring experience in front of crowds and keep the training school for you. Which it drives me nuts when people think they can just stop training. You should never stop training. It drives me insane. But you should never stop training just for the conditioning aspect of it and the foot, like muscle memory sort of thing. But becoming a trainer, and there is a lot you could learn from teaching, where you kind of remind yourself. And I'm challenged all the time in class where a student will be like, hey, so I know what you're saying, but why is it this way? And before I answer, I actually think, I'm like, why is it this way? And it challenges me. And then it helps me kind of, I don't spit out bullshit answers, but I'm like, I kind of have to go into that why, and that like everything is psychology based for the most part. And the learning process doesn't stop. And it also keeps me consistent too. Because it keeps me right there training with these guys. And I'm not always, I try to be hands-on as much as possible, but my schedule lately has been 5 days a week almost.
Wow.
Where I'm wrestling Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So when I'm running Tuesday class, I kind of just see how my knees feel, see how my back feels. and I'm trying to be smarter. So, but even just vocal, vocal teaching has been extremely rewarding. It's been so wild. So this is a fact that blows my fucking mind. When I started Creative Pro when I was 18, when I started at Creative Pro, I didn't start it.
Right.
Brian Myers was 10 years into wrestling and 30 years old.
Wow.
Now, I am 10-ish or so years into wrestling and 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that, I'm like, that's insane to me. So he was in my position right now when he started the school with Pat Buck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, dude, that's weird. That's so crazy. Because then like some of these students will like, there are students that'll start at our school from square one. And it's the craziest feeling to just have a hand in their training.
Sure.
And they'll go on to now be wrestling every weekend and all this stuff. And even Gab, I trained her. I could take full credit. I trained her from scratch.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah.
And
That's
she did not really, she wasn't a fan of wrestling before she started. The only thing she watched were Creative Pro shows.
Gotcha.
That's Chris Statlander as well, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a pretty weird thing to think about where it's like, wow, it's funny how people that aren't fans, but they're just natural athletes, how quickly they could pick things up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there definitely is a theme to that somewhere where it kind of helped me learn, like, because everyone shits on like WWE where it's like, oh, they just want these college athletes. They aren't even fans or whatever. But it's like, they do pick it up pretty well,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I learned that firsthand. And then just like people like the Shooter Boys, or even right now, there's a absolute badass named Bobby Casal, who he was in the MMA world fighting for about 20-ish years. And it's not, it's that world is kind of not doing so well. It's like hard for him to even get fights.
Right.
Wow.
He's one of the most driven people I've ever met. So he was like, he made the transition to professional wrestling, and he is the quickest I've ever seen pick this up and get put on shows.
Yeah.
Like, he's on Wrestling Open right now with the Stetson Ranch, and
Awesome.
it's wild. So just now being in the trainer position and seeing that is like just indescribable.
So along those lines, you mentioned, 11 years in wrestling now. What have you seen in the business that has maybe changed from when you started, and kind of where do you see the business going in the future?
Well, in a positive light, we definitely got rid of a lot of the scum. I had a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but I did have people that definitely like, I was told to my face, like, you're a fat piece of shit. You look like you're the manager of a Best Buy.
That's terrible.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Imagine.
You wrestle like you're like this big guy, but you're not even, you look like you've never seen a gym. I was told this to my face.
That's terrible.
And it's so funny because I was told that at a Beyond tryout.
Oh, wow.
Beyond Wrestling tryout. And then I debuted for Beyond Wrestling like 3 months later. And like we killed it. Like, it wasn't even like a soft debut. It was like a hard launch.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker couldn't have been more wrong. And
That's crazy.
He's now out of the business because he was forced out because he's a bad person.
Rightfully
And
so.
there's just a lot of that. And coming up in those early, like in those years of wrestling, you're like walking on eggshells, afraid to look at your own shadow, and you're afraid to stand up for yourself and speak your mind. And when I was not confident at all, so when this guy said those things to me, I just stood there and I just took it. I just took it, and I was holding back tears the whole way home.
Right.
I think I was like 20, I think. I don't know. I was like something, I don't know. But I was just like, it killed me. It killed me.
Sure.
Killed me on the inside. And there's just experiences like that where I'm very happy. There's definitely not that anymore. And if there is, you have people to go to. You have people that you could turn to, and they will help. And
Absolutely.
I love being one of those people.
That's awesome.
So it's definitely a better place in that aspect. There's always the bad eggs, and there's never going to stop being bad eggs.
Sure.
But I mean, I think we're way more in a position now where we kind of get them out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to circle back to something you had said before, because this, being married myself, this made me think about this. But when you trained Gabby, were you guys married at the time?
No. So we started dating, and then 6 months into dating, she was like, "What do you think about me trying wrestling?" And she was just kind of going back and forth with the thought because she had played female football as a linebacker for 10 years.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
10 years, yeah. And she's an absolute savage. Like, I've watched her. I've been to her football games.
Yeah.
I've been to her football games and seen her put people in the ER.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's some scary stuff. Ooh.
Dude. The side tangent for just 2 seconds. Like,
sure.
No, of
it's
course.
funny. It's funny they put the WNBA on TV, and like it could be pretty like boring, and it's like kind of like it's like the overall consensus of it is like that it's pretty boring.
Sure.
Bro, if they just put female football on TV,
oh yeah,
I brought my dad to a game. And he was like, "This is fucking insane."
Yeah.
Like, these girls are getting penalties for stepping on each other's heads and shit. Like,
oh god. Oh
and bro,
no.
like some of these women, dude, are like refrigerators. Like,
oh jeez.
Absolutely. Yeah. There are men in the and it cracks me up too.
Right.
There are men in the business that are like intergender wrestling, like, it's not believable for a female to beat up a man. I'm like, if you met some of the line women that were on her team, they could absolutely fucking dismantle some of these guys. Some of these guys in our business. Yeah. It actually cracks me up. It's so funny. But like, so she has that background. She's a power lifter.
There you go.
Some of her numbers are just absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like if I was dating anybody else at the time, I'd probably be like, I don't think so. Like, maybe, it's a weird world to get into,
Yeah, that's for sure.
With Gab, I was like, no, you should absolutely give it a try. And from day one to even today, even to this very day, no matter, with how great she's doing and everything, I always remind her, if there ever comes a day you wake up and say, I don't like this anymore, I don't want to do it anymore, it's not a problem. I tell her, like,
absolutely,
you will never, ever disappoint me. Because I don't want that pressure on her. Will there be a lot of people that are disappointed? Yeah, but they don't matter.
Exactly.
Not that they don't matter, but if you don't want to do something, you never have to worry about me being like ashamed or disappointed or thinking you quit or something. I let her know, and it takes a lot of pressure off of her, and it makes it more enjoyable. So she never feels like she's trapped in something.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So on those lines, having dating while you were training her, did that make that because sometimes working with a spouse, and my wife doesn't watch this show, so I can say this, but working with a spouse is not always the best idea because you spend way too much time together in other situations. But did that make it harder, or do you think that closeness made it better for the training?
The closeness made it better, and I have no other explanation than to tell you I was just lucky, because at what you're saying, I've seen it firsthand. I've seen wrestling ruin good relationships. I've seen even I've seen professional jealousy. I've seen maybe people just being around each other for too long, like or just like sometimes people need space from each other. We just don't. And I have no explanation other than just telling you we're just lucky.
Love that.
It made us closer. Yeah. We love it. There's never, I mean, but I'm also the type of person where, like, you know, I've seen professional jealousy in wrestling, and it's I've no mean comments towards it just because I can't relate. If my career leaving AEW went downhill and she ends up becoming a big WWE superstar or something, I'm thrilled.
Right.
Thrilled.
Right.
Like, cool, great. Like, it's not even about that to me. Like, and again, I have no negative comments towards anybody who maybe, you know, because some of them are friends. Like, you know, and all I can say is I just don't relate. Just don't relate, and we're just never like that.
That's awesome.
That's
great. It really did just make us closer because we love traveling together. We love we're kind of just attached at the hip 24/7, and we're not the type that bickers or anything like that. We rarely fight. Like,
wow.
That's
fights,
amazing.
which is like a little argument, you know.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
It's just not. We're not like that. So no, it's been really great.
That's amazing to hear.
That is cool.
So now I'm going to ask a question that I personally love, but Ralph tends to shy against because it always makes him feel like the oldest guy in the room. But bring us back to your very early years. What was your earliest memory of wrestling?
My earliest memory of wrestling is Mankind getting thrown off the top of the cell.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But not live.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
not live. My brother used to tape a lot.
okay.
He used to record a lot on VHS. So that was something that was often replayed.
Yeah.
And because when it happened live, I was only 3 years old.
Right.
And I started really consciously watching wrestling in like 2001.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
2001, like consciously, actually, like, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
around 5, 6 years old. And that tape was the first thing I saw.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I'm
my
old.
Earliest memory. Sorry.
Listen, yo.
I get shit on all the time. So I'll make veterans feel old all the time.
Right.
Because I'm a big old mark. So I'm like, I remember I was here. I was in third grade when this happened. They're like,
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll give you credit because most people, the one we hear a lot when wrestlers come on here is, I remember when John Cena came out on SmackDown and challenged Kurt Angle. And I'm like, I remember when Brutus the Barber Beefcake was on like WWF Superstars against some ham and egger. Like so we're, oh boy.
Let me tell you this though. Like, listen, let me tell you this. If you hate feeling old, don't have my students on these podcasts.
No.
Brother. I can't even, because now I'm in that position.
Right.
Where they're like, yeah, when I was little in elementary school and the Shield broke up.
Oh,
no. Like, oh, my God, bro.
Oh, God.
I'm like, holy shit. That's so bad.
That's
so
great.
bad.
And like, and I'll just get caught all the time too, and it's not their fault. And this will enrage a lot of people, but it's not their fault. Where I'm in class and I'm like, you know, somebody you could really study for punches and like whatever is Terry Funk, and I see these blank faces and I go,
oh,
raise your hand if you know who Terry Funk is, and they're all like, and I'm like,
oh no.
Oh my God.
What is happening? God. What has happened to our youth?
Yeah.
Who is raising these children?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
And it's not their fault.
Right. No, of course not. Of course
we're just getting old.
Right.
It's
and you
know,
we're at
crazy.
that. We are all now. Sean is exactly 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But we're all at that age now where like some of the wrestlers that we watched growing up are getting to the age where they're starting to die off because, you know, sometimes, you know, that wrestling can be a detriment to health. I don't want to, shatter anybody's illusion, but
right.
we're getting to that point now where guys are going down. I mean, Hulk Hogan was a huge hit for me because I was alive, full well alive and watching wrestling during Hulkamania. Yeah. So it's like, you never know. You're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, who's going to be next?
Yeah. It's weird. It's really weird.
Well, I'm glad you feel old at times too. That doesn't make me feel so bad now.
I'm now at that point.
All right.
I'm reminded of it pretty often.
So let's talk about before you head out to the ring, because this is always an interesting one. Sure. We get some crazy answers on this one too. But what are some things you like to do to kind of mentally prepare yourself before you step out through the curtain?
I pour a lot of water on my head.
Okay.
Because I like feeling very wet, like my hair. I soak my hair in water and conditioner.
Okay.
And, it just keeps it soaked and shiny. And before I go out, I'm just constantly just putting a little more because I like feeling it run down. And I just make sure I'm stretched, make sure I'm hydrated, and I pace a lot. I don't like to storm around or whatever, but I pace a lot, just like try to get myself in that that mode.
Right.
And I always just remind myself that I think the best part about being the most authentic version of yourself, and this week was a great example, where if I go through the curtain and the reaction isn't really as big as I'd hoped, because there's some places where it's fucking the building shaking.
Right.
But then there's maybe Wrestling Revolver where more people came to see Killer Cross than they came to see me, which is totally understandable.
Right.
He's a huge star. So I didn't get like a crazy ovation. It was like, pretty mild pop. And I just, it doesn't faze me anymore. Like I could go through a curtain and hear nothing and I'm fine. Fine. I'm like, I just have to remind myself of that because I know I'm going to get them.
Yeah.
We tore the it looked like a tornado ran through the place. We tore the place up. We got the "please come back" chant. It was cool. Very, very cool. And I'm just always reminded of that. Where I just know I'm going to get them anyway. And it's awesome. And that's really it. I try to keep my anxiety low. I try to keep I try to keep my cool.
Yeah. Now,
I'm a pretty slow pace guy.
Yeah.
Now, when you heard after that match, Killer Cross got on the mic and sang your high praises and said, "One day you'll be a world champion." Hearing that, one, how did that make you feel in the moment? And two, what did that mean to you in the long run?
I didn't know he was going to do that. That was crazy. It's, you know what, man? It's a really weird feeling to watch someone's journey from afar and be like, man, what he's doing is really, really cool. I wonder if I'll ever cross paths with that guy and get to whatever. Then you have a match with him and he says something like that to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I honestly, it's indescribable, really. It meant the world to me. I did not know he was going to do that. I didn't know he was going to say that. And I've been getting a lot of that. Lately, and it feels really, really cool. Where I honestly, people say these things to me, like what he said to me, or a lot of other people have had the same sentiment, and all I can say is I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun. I keep the pressure pretty low. Not that I'm a very ambitious person, but in different ways.
Right.
In different ways, I'm a very ambitious person artistically, not but I'm also pretty grounded to where I'm I just have to make sure if I'm not having fun, then I'm not doing the right thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really crazy when, like you said, somebody that you look up to, somebody that you've followed their career, when they say something like that to you, because I know that's happened on here. It's like it's validation that the work that you've been putting in, someone is taking notice, and it's like this insane validation.
Yeah, it's it feels really cool. It feels really, really cool. It also feels really cool that like it's all from people that inspired me. So like I'll get like, Cross said that, and he's definitely an inspiration to somebody who bet on himself. And I'll get the same thing told to me from like Santana, or he said that on Sean Ross's podcast.
Right.
He was like, saying great things, and Frankie Kazarian and all these guys. And all I could say back to him, I was like, bro, I'm just following you. Like, you set that example for me, like those guys laid the blueprint. And I felt so inspired that I was just like I felt like I couldn't not follow it.
Yeah.
It's very, very, it's all been really cool. Me a year ago would be like, if me a year ago saw the end game, or not the end game, but of like what's happened, like, it'd be like, wow, like, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I kind of following the journey here and where you've been and what you've done. Tell us a little bit about your experience in AEW and kind of, what that was like, how that came about.
So we got the foot in the door just because during that time it was very big on AEW Dark, and they were bringing a lot of people, and very I think that was just a time period where they were just keeping up because of COVID being so bad at the time. I think, like we just filled a role of like, they weren't any big man tag teams.
Yeah.
There weren't any big man tag teams, and we've just fit a bill. And it's just weird to look at over time because there's just a lot of like, in hindsight, there's just a lot of good, a lot of bad.
Sure.
And just, things, honestly, over that course of time, things just didn't go our way, and everything happens for a reason. I look back now and I take a lot of blame because I'm like, there are times I should have stuck up for myself, or there are times where I made it, I was, again, like I was mentioning at the start of this, like I was a very impressionable person, and a very like, I just want to be a good hand. I just want to be useful. I just want to whatever, but I never viewed myself as a star. My entire time there, I felt like a paid extra. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
There were people that thought we weren't good enough to be there. And that's okay. That's fine. I'm not complaining. That's like, that's going to be everywhere.
Sure.
And I think everything is always just one thing leading to another. And I did learn a lot. I really did, to keep it positive. I really learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about life. Something super positive I could take is I learned about cameras. I learned about timing on TV, and I learned about, I really learned a lot that I carried over to TNA. So I'm very thankful for that. I got to thank Tony in person. That felt really cool after I was fired. Yeah, like that felt really cool. He was because I had run into Tony maybe 3 months after my contract had expired. I think it was 4 months. And I'd stayed away from him. It was at MJF's wedding. And I'm like, if I put myself in a billionaire's shoes and I'm in the vicinity of people that I have let go, I'd probably have my head on a swivel. Like, you don't know how people react to things,
Yeah.
So I was like, let me not let me just stay in my corner. Let me just,
Yeah.
And he called out to me. He called out to me, and he had just amazing words to say. He was super, super kind. I got to thank him in person for giving me a job for 5 years.
Right.
And he praised everything I was doing at the time. He praised me for like reinventing myself, and he said he loved all the hardcore stuff, and
nice.
He was just told me he was really proud of me, and I was like, "Oh man, that feels awesome. That feels really
Absolutely.
Really good." Yeah. And I will say, like, no matter what, any problems with AEW, no matter what, at the end of the day, Tony himself is a great person. He's a really great person, and I'm sure there's a lot of, if I had to guess, I would say there are probably a lot of bad, evil billionaires in the world.
Right.
He is just, he's just not, he's not one of them. And his dad, him and his dad are not that. They're just, they're very genuine people. Tony especially. Tony especially. Where I've never had a bad interaction with him. He was always super over the top and kind and just super even if he didn't mean it, just like, super uplifting.
Right. Right.
Because there's definitely been a time or two where we've had a stinker, and he come to the back and he's just, you could tell he probably hated it, but he's just saying all these super uplifting words and super kind and very over the top, like just so reassuring and I just can't take anything away from him as a person. Just super, just a super guy.
Awesome. That's awesome. Now, here's a curveball for you.
Sure.
If you could wrestle anyone from any era, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
Oh man, that's got to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, all right, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because my favorite of all time is Mick Foley.
Nice.
So that would have been my other answer, but I think the greatest of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that would be somebody. I would have to choose him if I was to,
That's amazing. My wife and I watched the match that he had with Kevin Owens, because I'm a huge Stone Cold fan. I went to WrestleMania 25 just because I wanted to see him inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm a huge fan. So, I was watching that match with my wife, and I'm like, it would be an honor and a pleasure to take a stunner from him. Like, it would be it would be the most amazing thing in the world. It would be so great. Yeah, it is my dream.
That's the dream, man.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Definitely. All right. So, in kind of keeping with the the theme about who you'd want to wrestle, who haven't you wrestled yet that you would maybe like to wrestle, coming up this year or maybe next year?
Dude, the weirdest thing, so every year at Creative Pro, we start the first class in January is goal setting class.
Oh,
okay. Nice,
wow.
nice.
I like it.
And my 3 goals, so you have 3 goals, and then you have 3 opponents that you want to wrestle. The 3 I put were the Hardys.
Okay.
In deathmatch, Masashi Takeda.
Ooh.
Wow.
And Santana in AEW.
Oh,
not AEW.
okay.
No, not AEW. I'm sorry, TNA.
I was going to say,
Santana in TNA. We were just talking about AEW before, so that's good. But Santana in TNA, because I've wrestled them at Cannonball Fest.
Yes.
Sure. We were
I was
there
for that one. That was a great match. Great show.
Now it's so much fun, but
great show.
I was like, now I want to in TNA.
Yeah.
And literally that week, the match with Takeda got announced for Japan in March.
Yep.
This week in TNA, next episode of TNA on Thursday, it's the System versus Moose, Santana, and the Hardys.
There you go.
Amazing.
There you go.
I'm like,
Wow.
that's crazy.
That did not take long at all to
No.
to reach those goals. You got to three new ones now because you blew the list out of the water.
Right. I'm praying. I am praying. I did not politic for this, but I'm praying.
Manifest.
I'm manifesting because in 2025, one of my goals that I did not accomplish was Masato Tanaka.
Oh,
and
that's a good one.
And I saw for MDK Vegas, the Fight Club in Vegas. GCW is running, and the two talents announced are me and Masato Tanaka.
So right. Like, look at that.
That's
please,
amazing.
God.
I love it.
Please. Yeah.
Now, speaking on TNA, you did just sign, by the way. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
For those who live under a rock and don't know that,
right?
Or haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
But like you said, you're also now part of the faction, the system.
Yes.
So what are your goals in TNA for you personally and also for the system?
So, I mean, my goal is to take over the place.
I love it.
I watch the show because I watch every show. I watch every show top to bottom, and I just see immediately where my qualities fit in. I do think because, I mean, listen, like TNA and other companies like are just they're just full of the most talented people you could ever see on television. Like, especially TNA. TNA, we have some of the most talented athletes I've ever seen, but nobody brings the aggression like I do. And
I love it.
I think right now I've definitely established myself as one of the most violent wrestlers on the planet.
Oh yeah.
TV or not. Not. And I'm like, I think I bring that to the table. And I see where my qualities fit in, not only just with elevating the system, but elevating TNA as well. And there's just so much I want to do. And the goal I have with the system is just taking over the entire company.
That's right.
I love it. Now, speaking specifically on the violence, because I've been pondering this since the beginning of the show, but is there anything, and if not, could there be anything, but is there anything that somebody has said, hey, let's do this, and you're like, fuck no? Because pretty much everything they would say to me, I would be like, fuck no.
That's such a good question. I don't I'm gonna not really, only because every deathmatch wrestler I've encountered is very careful and very like,
right.
Hey, I have this idea. If you don't want to do it, or let me know what you like and what you don't like. Like everyone's been very. I don't have like any rough idea that I've done have always been my ideas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
good.
So, like, good. Yeah.
Good to know.
Like with Atticus, I just wrestled Atticus Cogar,
right?
And it was my idea to take the skewers and then take Poison Rana with the skewers.
Wow.
That was my idea.
Oh boy.
And then my first death match ever, we went off a scissor lift. That was
my God.
idea. That was my idea. I think something I would normally say no to, but with Tremont,
come on.
It's Matt Tremont.
Yeah, of course.
I had to. The most painful thing I've ever taken. That it was so painful I couldn't even sell it.
Oh jeez.
Oh wow.
Was we both put gusset plates in our head and then traded chair shots.
Oh my God. Jesus.
We traded chair shots. And you can watch if you watch that part back. I don't even sell it. It hurts so bad. I just immediately took it out of my head.
Right.
And
I would too.
I couldn't even because I have my different cells for stuff.
Right.
And it's also to let my wife know I'm okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anytime, if I go through something bad and I'm like, oh, okay, she knows it's. She knows
Oh,
I'm
okay,
bad.
that's
right.
Yeah.
That
knows I'm there.
hurt. The gusset plate on my head and then taking a chair shot hurt so
God.
bad.
I can't
It hurt.
imagine.
It was the most intense pain
Yeah.
I've
sure.
ever felt. I literally,
Wow.
and then I gave the chair because he gave me that chair shot hard, and it hurt so bad. I literally just ripped it out and gave it right back because I was.
You're like, no.
I love Matt, but there's a little anger in there.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
I'm
like,
sure.
Oh my God, that hurt. I don't think there's anything I've done more painful than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, it sounds insane. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Like, wow.
Yeah, but otherwise, no. There's nothing where people have been like. There's nothing that people have suggested or. There are definitely things I wouldn't do, but just nothing that's been suggested. Nothing that's been suggested to me.
Gotcha. So, obviously, you wrestled on the indies, and you've also wrestled on some more mainstream promotions. So, what, in your opinion, maybe is the differences between wrestling on a grand stage like that versus a smaller stage in the indie scene?
The indie scene is, if you go to the right places, the most creative freedom of like, just especially GCW.
Mm-hmm.
Especially GCW. And I can't really include, like, I guess, I can't speak for everybody's experiences with TNA.
Right.
But so far my experience has been them saying, hey, just be you.
Right.
That's awesome.
Well, and while I feel lucky for that, I don't know if that's everyone's experience. I just know it's my experience. With my experience from the day I got there, they're like, you're just literally, they put me in front of a camera. They said, you have 2 minutes, say whatever you want. It's you. And I was like, okay,
there you go.
Okay, great.
There you go.
Yeah. Somebody. Oh, what is happening?
It's been a
Hey,
lot.
Gabby.
Oh no! You lock her out.
Locked her out.
Oh,
She's locked.
there's the bag. Hi.
Hey, Gabby.
Hey.
Opinion City.
Gabby. What's up?
Hello.
Safe travel.
Holy
Well, that's perfect timing.
Right.
It's perfect
literally.
timing because I had a question that I wanted to ask, but now I can get both perspectives.
Perfect.
Gabby, how do you feel about all this deathmatch stuff that he does? Like, what? how do you? Because I watched this show called The Wrestlers, and it was on like Vice, and it was this journalist that was going around interviewing people, and he went and checked out deathmatch in Japan, and there's like the one guy's wife is like wrapping the barbed wire for him and like making the weapons, and I'm like, I can't understand how that is okay in your mind, but how does that work for you?
Well, the first death match I ever saw was Bear Bronson's first death match.
Oh, jeez. There you go.
So there from the beginning.
That was pretty rough.
Oh.
I cried.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got through it.
We could tell you how it started versus where it went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
please do.
That's how it started, and then fast forward to her getting blasted with light tubes in the match with John Wayne Murdoch, and then following that, putting him through a box of light tubes, and then repeatedly bashing him over the head with bundles.
Oh
of
my
light tubes.
God.
So it started one way, which we have video of her like holding back tears because she has this thing where she has like this nervous like laugh while she's crying.
Right.
And there's video of that where there's photographers taking pictures of me and she's there. And I'll send you the clip after this. But she's like, I don't know what to do right now. I don't know what to do, whatever. Yeah. And then fast forward 10 months later.
I'm desensitized.
Right.
She's bashing John Wayne Murdoch, one of the baddest motherfuckers in the world.
Absolutely. Yeah.
With light tubes.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's amazing.
So that's a fun little journey there.
Now, while we still have the both of you, I can ask this question to both of you now, since we're both here.
Shoot.
Outside of the squared circle, when you're not training others, when you're not wrestling in the ring, what do you like to do for fun?
Well,
When we're not, we eat a lot.
Okay.
We
Oh,
eat a lot.
I feel that. Yep.
We're eaters.
We're eaters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amen.
I think our favorite thing to do is eat sushi.
Oh,
Yes,
sushi.
love that.
We're
Okay,
doing that.
good. Yep.
Sure, sounds great. Cool.
Yeah.
Is sushi.
Mhm.
We have not kept up on this well, but we were both AMC Plus members.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
A
Okay.
list members.
Mhm.
Which is like the 4 movies a month gimmick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have our strong months where that's really fun, and then our very, very busy months where we don't get to do any of that.
Right.
But-
Right.
Love movies.
We love movies. We love movies. Another one we really haven't kept up on is bowling.
Oh,
Bowling.
Bowling.
Love bowling.
Amazing.
Love bowling.
Yes.
Wow.
Just
What's been your
haven't-
highest scores?
hers is better than mine.
300.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, you guys
Love
really
that.
do like bowling. Wow.
It's a great day if I break 100.
Okay.
That's a great where I'm walking with my chest puffed out.
Right. You're like, I did so good.
Oh,
I did so good.
I'm like, babe, you hit one.
Yeah.
oh, that's great. I love it.
That's amazing.
So funny.
Yeah.
But we have our own bowling balls, and I have my own bowling shoes. So
Oh,
when we
nice.
go,
Nice.
Yeah.
we're like decked out. I'm like,
Decked
Literally
out.
like
we're, like,
shoes,
serious.
bowling
Yeah,
balls.
that's
You're
right.
good.
It's like the Big Lebowski over there.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's right.
That's right. Yup.
Love it. Oh man, that's great.
I almost
Okay.
ribbed you. I thought about ribbing you because we were talking about
Uh-oh.
age before.
Uh-oh.
And I've
Right.
thought about going, what's that?
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We're talking about
I'm old.
younger wrestlers. I'm getting to the point now where I'm feeling old in wrestling.
Yeah. And I'm just old in general.
Right.
Everybody is.
I thought about
younger than
ribbing
me.
them.
Yeah.
Thought about
I'm-
ribbing them, but
I'm with you on the 100 score though. I would probably be I crack maybe a strike once every 2 games and it's very
Right.
exciting. But yeah,
yes,
I'm
very
with you on
exciting.
100.
It's when you get it.
It's the best.
It's
It's
the
the best.
Oh,
riveting.
What a thrill.
What a
Man.
thrill.
It is like winning the World Series, the Super
Right.
Bowl, and the main event at WrestleMania all in
All in
one.
one.
Like, and I make sure the whole place knows it too. Like it's
Right.
not just our lane. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yup.
And you play video games.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, good.
Which is
Oh,
going to
good.
be
good.
That's but
our
wait.
top 5.
But wait, here's
wait.
the real question because
Important question.
we need to know: are you Xbox or PlayStation? One,
So
right?
I'm predominantly I have both, but I'm
Oh, okay, all right.
predominantly Xbox.
Oh,
No.
But I have like you're not a gamer if you haven't played The Last of Us. Like
Sure.
Right,
stuff
sure.
like that. So I have I have PS5 for my side things. So and this won't be included in our top 5 because that's a separate conversation. But
Right.
like some of my favorite games of all time are the Jack and Daxter series,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Oh, yes.
the Sly and the Sly Cooper series.
Oh,
Nice.
That's
Nice.
good. That's going old school. Yeah.
You can only play those on PlayStation.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
Wow. Now, Gabby, are you a gamer?
No,
No,
No.
not at all.
Nope. Negative.
I can't sit down for very long.
I
Gotcha.
got you. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't have the
sense.
attention span. But I like watching him do it sometimes, and then I can leave the room.
yeah.
There you go.
Like,
Right.
This
Yeah,
is fun.
All right. All right. I'm done.
The opening
I'm gonna go now.
The opening to The Last of Us made her cry.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
See,
I mean, it's a hard opener. It's intense.
when a
like
video
that.
game
See,
can make
the
you
thing
care.
is here's the thing. So if a video game can emotionally connect to her,
Mhm.
Sure.
she's in. But if it's just spots,
She doesn't care.
No.
if we're just
See you
being
later.
spot monkeys
Yeah.
and just doing shit for the sake of doing shit,
Yeah.
Right.
She's out. Peace out. All right. Well, this is a good question because we can ask it of both of you because I think it'd be
exactly.
interesting to
I got
hear
us both.
both sides of this. But so what does the future hold for Bear Bronson, Gabby Forza, and what are, now you mentioned the 3 wrestlers that you wrote down, but what are your goals for this year? And that goes for both of you.
Right. So I mentioned them. I told them the cap goals,
Mhm.
and they know mine, because they're all checked off almost within the first 2 months.
Yeah, seriously.
2026, bring on 2027. Let's do it.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And then she wrote hers down somewhere.
Oh, good. She has
Nice.
notes.
I love it.
She has notes.
But what does the future hold? You know, it's funny. My parents asked me this last night, actually.
Oh,
there you go. Perfect.
My parents were like, because my parents are just. My dad is a huge wrestling fan, and like
Nice.
we grew up huge wrestling fans, and they like my dad like lives through me with this.
Nice.
So
Nice.
something they asked me was like, they're like, what do you want? You know,
Right.
and it's just to be the best wrestler I could possibly be, and then
Mm-hmm.
get to a point where, there's a kind of a thing going around right now, and I don't agree with it, but again, that's just my take. Where like,
Sure.
because I know Ricochet had mentioned legacy, leaving a legacy behind. And
Yeah.
there's other people that are saying legacy doesn't matter and all this stuff, and I am very on board of like, money is not everything to me.
Right.
If money was everything to me, I would have begged for my AEW job back.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I haven't thought about that once. And
Right.
I'm very on like, I want to create a legacy because other people's legacies, like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Mick Foley and all these people, their legacies are what drove me to want to be a wrestler. So I just know how important that is. And I think it's just a really cool thing. The idea that when it's all said and done, if I have left my mark on the world, especially on a world that I love so much, if I leave my mark on it, I could die happy.
Love that. Which I think that ties. Did you have your notes for your list there, Gabby?
Oh, look at that! Whoa, man.
Long list.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy year. Jeez.
Yeah.
There's a lot of goals there. Just the opponents.
My goal opponent is Natty.
Oh, yeah.
She's expressed that.
Nice.
That'd be a banger.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Means a lot that she's even acknowledged that she's like, I would love to wrestle you.
Absolutely.
The rest of
That's
that.
cool.
So it's Willow Nightingale, which is actually happening.
There you go.
Nice.
Love that.
Cool.
Love that.
And then my last one's also going to happen, which is really cool. Chris Statlander.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Love that. Heck
So
yeah.
cool.
I'm having
We can't plug that one, but we could plug Willow.
Yeah.
Right.
Willow's happening Beyond Wrestling.
February 27th at Ballroom Blitz.
Nice.
Will is such a good
Nice.
person. Oh, I love her. She's so great. I remember her from years ago, like at Real Rumble at the Mahoning Drive-In, because I only lived like 10 minutes from there, and because she was a big LVAC wrestler, and she was just the nicest person.
She's the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still is.
That's
Still
awesome.
is. Same person. She's the best.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
And
All right,
we can't plug the last one.
yeah.
But that's happening.
That's
fine. That's
amazing
fine.
too. Like,
Yeah.
you guys have killed it on your lists already. Like,
Seriously.
that's just great. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
For real.
Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of exciting things. So
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to bring us to our last question of the interview, which is always Sean's favorite part of the show. So, Sean, take it away.
Yeah. We've been talking about curveballs all night, but this is pretty much like the curveball that everyone has a different answer on. And that's why I love the answer asking so much, because it really does put a different perspective on wrestling to fans that may not be wrestling fans, period. So for you, or for the both of you, what does pro wrestling mean to you, and what is the significance that it has had on your life?
Okay, wait. Whew. I thought this was the top 5, and I was
No,
like,
no,
not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Whew. Okay.
No.
I could breathe for a sec. Okay.
No, this is the last question of the review. So,
Great.
like I said, what does pro wrestling mean to you, and what is the significance that it has had on your life?
Oh man, it's great that you're here because there's gonna be two different answers. That's gonna be really cool. Wrestling, and there are people out there that will say this is not a good thing, and I don't care. There's plenty of things I do that aren't good. Like bleeding.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling really does define much of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And there are definitely people that love to hear themselves talk, and they're like, "Oh, you let that define you," whatever. And yeah, I gladly do. I am unhealthily obsessed with wrestling.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is literally in my blood. And I'm very lucky that I've always known what I've wanted to do with my life since a very, very young age. And I've never had that pressure that my brothers have had, my close friends have had, I'm sure Gabby's had. People around me have always had that pressure of, I'm so scared, I don't know what to do with my life.
Right.
Because I always knew, I think that my scary thing was like, I'm probably not going to make it, but you know what? My dream is to be I really never thought I'd make it, and I've now come to learn everybody has their own definitions of making it, which is beautiful.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone has their own definitions of success, which I've personally learned.
Sure.
But when you're younger and you think of making it, you think of TV, you think of, the general idea of making it. And my dream that I've always had was, I'm probably not going to make it. But hopefully I could be the best indie wrestler that I could possibly be. And maybe I'll have friends that make it and I'll be friends with them. And that's cool. And I proved myself wrong, which is awesome. But I'm very just lucky. I've always had that comfort. I've always knew I'd be a fan for life. I'll never grow out of it. Never did. And it truly does. It really does just define my whole life. It's how I found my wife.
Yeah.
It's how I found my wife. It's how I found all my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
If you took wrestling away from my life and I don't have any of the things that it brought me, that's a whole different person that I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
That's a whole different person. And it's scary actually to think about, and I'm gonna stop thinking about it. Actually, I don't like thinking about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a different human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what does wrestling mean to you?
Well, kind of similar to you. It's like purpose. It's definitely given me a lot of purpose. It's nice to have a passion and an outlet, but I also I can feel that growing every day. Like every time I wrestle, I feel more connected to who I am in the ring and everything people talk about, like your character, your gimmick, blah blah blah. Like
right.
All that stuff is just words till you're in the ring doing it week after week, and weekends, days in the ring, days not home at a time, days away from people you want to be around with, but you want to also do the thing that you love.
Right.
So it's been really cool to. I was telling people this weekend because when I was in California, which for the first time, a lot of people were asking about Bear, and I was saying how great he's doing, but also it's really cool to have my own experiences and he taught me so much, and now I get to spread my wings in the same world of wrestling.
Yeah.
So, it's been really fun. Purpose is a big one for me, and getting to keep evolve. It's it forces you to keep being better because it demands your best every time. And when you stop doing that, you feel it, and it weighs on you as a wrestler, as a person, and you're you have to give it your all. So it's like an honor to be a wrestler.
From the outside looking in on that, something I've always been fascinated with was I mentioned earlier before you got in the car, you weren't a fan before you started, but it's so weird how you found something that that showcases all of your qualities. Because I told them about your background with football, powerlifting, all this stuff. Yeah. But that's just one part of you, where she's also a gnome aficionado and a very over the top personality, and it's just all these things. Something she wasn't connected to before she started wrestling.
Yeah,
kind of fell into wrestling, but it's something that showcases all of these qualities.
It's it feels wrong and weird to describe myself in that way, but it's nice to for someone else.
Okay. Right? Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Like, yeah, it makes me like the best version of myself. But
exactly.
Awesome.
Previously, before wrestling, I feel like I could, in any part of my life, I could show like one side of myself, or like, oh, I'm strong. That's kind of it. I'm, personality, whatever, like girly, know me, whatever. But in wrestling, I get to do all of it at once. And it's really fun to get to be like my full self in something and not be like shamed for it for the first time, probably in my whole life.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love it. So we're gonna make some history here. It's the first time we're ever gonna do this. I have a last question, part B.
Ooh, okay. So new. Okay.
This is actually a question for Gabby.
Oh,
so if somebody was to get into King Diamond, what's one song they should listen to?
Ooh, here we go.
I do my research, pal. I know what's going on.
Ooh, I love that. Oh, so I'm obsessed with the album Give Me Your Soul, Please.
Okay.
So for me, it's Girl in Red.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I think it's just great. And Never Ending Hill, second part to that.
Okay.
Second part.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's like my favorite album.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well,
that's the one that the whole thing's a story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
but, like,
there you
those
go.
two songs are just like bangers.
I like that. All right.
Yeah, there's other ones, like there's other really great albums, like Them, Abigail, obviously, like the Fatal Portrait. Like there's so many good ones, but like to me, those are the ones.
Got it.
Awesome.
If you ask any other King Diamond fan, they'll say something different for sure.
I'm sure.
It's like no one's favorite album by King Diamond, but it's mine.
Right.
Seeing them Halloween night.
You saw them live
before our honeymoon.
Awesome.
Wow.
2 days after our wedding.
2 days after our wedding.
I was like, this is my husband.
We left the next night for our honeymoon.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's so awesome.
Crazy time.
That is very cool. All right. Well,
now it is time.
This has been a phenomenal interview. Like we have enjoyed talking to it, but yes, it's time.
I'm having connection issues.
It is time.
Listen, I'm the only one that
I chose the topic.
I'm the only one that can threaten that.
You're right. That's his power.
I threatened this in the episode. All right. So Sean, what are we doing for top 5 again? Since
we're merging of the minds here, because as we spoke off the air, he has told us he lives off of wrestling, horror movies, and video games. So I said, let's combine 2 together. So we're doing top 5 horror video games.
Oh,
yeah. I gave this a lot of thought, especially you being away. Yeah.
Oh boy.
By the way, if they interview you on your own and you do your own top 5, what are the other top? They've done top 5 baked pies,
sexiest X-Men,
top 5 sexiest X-Men.
Yeah.
Another fun. Like you make your own.
fun.
Yes.
And it just shouldn't be wrestling based. So the whole interview up until this point has been wrestling based, but now different turn.
I see.
And I chose something that's gonna tear me apart.
Nice. You have like shameful answers? Is that why?
No, I'm gonna say one thing now and then probably later.
You're gonna regret it.
Because it's hard for me.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna think of a better answer later.
After, right.
Or I might just change my mind.
Yeah.
I changed my mind about 5 times driving to here. So.
All right.
Oh, I will say this. I don't think we've had anybody that's ever done a top 5 list that has tore them up so much inside as this one is tearing you up.
Yeah. So, oh man. I mean, So, how do we start?
Well, you
Number
start
5.
with your number 5, and we'll just go right down the list, and we'll react in various ways.
Right.
So I think what I'm gonna do is combine franchises.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I like it.
And I guess I'll
Smart.
explain. Not combine franchises. I'm sorry.
But
Combine
games in a
Games.
franchise.
in a right.
Yeah, we'll do
Right.
franchises.
Uh,
Okay,
right.
good. I like it.
And I guess I'll explain when I get there.
Sure.
But number 5
Here we
might
go.
be controversial.
Ooh,
That
okay.
it's not higher.
Okay.
But I have
alright.
my own opinions about Silent Hill.
Oh, okay. So it's
Okay.
so it made the list. Got it.
All right, so
It
that's
made
one of the
list.
two.
Of
Yep,
course, it of course makes the list.
that's
Right.
one of the two.
Right.
But my thing with it, while of course it is a legendary we're talking Silent Hill 2.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm not big on the replayability of it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Where that's the least I've replayed. And I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it's
It loses its magic after you play it more than once.
There you go.
Right.
There
There
you
it
go.
is.
it loses its magic. And then like playing the remake even was great, but
It's not the same
I
experience.
can't play it again. Yeah.
So-
That replayability factor, I think, is like
Mhm.
is tough.
So you know
yeah.
that Silent Hill was based on a town. Like the game was based on a town, Centralia.
Yes.
My parent. I grew up 3 minutes outside of Centralia.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Little town called Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania, and there's a highway, and it's like a 3-minute drive to Centralia. My wife and I have walked the dog around Centralia. Yeah, I don't live there now, but that's where I grew up.
Oh, I gotta go there. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
it was based on like a.
Yep,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I would also say Silent Hill is the least I'm connected to a series.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Understood.
Like,
Yep.
I definitely because like the other ones I'm gonna talk about, the lore has like taken over parts of my life.
Oh,
Where,
geez.
like,
Oh,
I've
geez.
dedicated so much time
Right.
to like learning, So
Gotcha.
Number 4 though, I'll go with a lesser one of those. Where you ever play the Friday the 13th game, the multiplayer game?
I have.
I have
Yes.
not.
Yes, I've played it.
That one makes my list because of just purely how fun it was.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I am praying because my favorite series of all time is Halloween.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
the game is coming out, and it seems to be sort of that same
Very similar
vibe.
vein.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm praying it's even better. And if it
Mm.
is, that will be it'll be a mainstay on this list.
There you go.
It'll
Very
replace Friday the 13th and be a
Yeah.
mainstay
Oh,
on
okay.
this list.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Number 3.
Number 3.
I'm going with a game that I would say is just purely terrifying.
Okay.
And that is both Outlast 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. That
okay.
game is horrifying.
Right.
Yeah.
That one I battled with a lot of whether to put on this list or not.
Mhm.
But to me, I would say lore-wise, because the next two are just lore city.
Right.
Mhm.
Lore-wise, it's not the most, but if we're talking just simple, pure horror, I think Outlast, the franchise, is probably like one of the scariest
Yeah.
games that you could play.
Yeah.
Mm.
Purely terrifying.
Mhm.
And a game just like it that I chose not to put on this list is The Evil Within.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another
yeah.
one that's it's amazing, but there's just things about it I don't like that I like about Outlast. So
Okay.
that's why Outlast 1 and 2 they definitely make my list. And now these next two, I switched numbers 1 and 2 on this list. I switched so
Ooh.
many times,
Okay.
so many times.
So it's kind of like 1A and 1B more
Right.
than 2.
It is. And if that was a choice, I would have maybe put something else in 2, which would take more time to think about, and we don't have time.
Right.
But I would have made 1A and 1B, and then number 2 would have its own slot, and then
Right.
Fuck.
He's thinking about it now.
All right, it's locked in. Final answer.
Do you need
Final answer?
Here we go. Final answer.
See, I was about to spit it out, and now I'm switching it.
All right.
I was about to spit it out, and I'm switching it.
All right.
Fuck. Okay. Number 2 is Dead Space.
Oh,
Dead
that's a great
Space.
series.
Oh,
That's a
such a good one.
fantastic series.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
great
I
game.
love
Dead
it.
Space 1 and 2.
Oh, so
and
good.
Downfall, and all those mini things in between.
Yeah.
Is a game that I am obsessed with. There is just so much story that, like, the more I play it, the more I learn about the markers and the unitology and the it's such a great game on the surface. A casual player, if they play it, they're gonna love it and be horrified. But if you're somebody who because I'm really not big on, when it comes to horror and a lot of movies, I'm really not big on I hate the idea like what you don't know is even scarier. It's like I'm somebody who I need information.
Yeah.
I need why, where did this come from? How did this start? And Dead Space and my number 1 are just, you can just never stop learning about because there's just so many even books that are canon, and so many, there's comic books that are canon, and animated things that are canon. In between, there's prequels, there's everything. And Dead Space, you could dive as deep as you want or not as deep as you want, and just it's a game that you will remember forever. And then my number 1, I have put in number 1, and it's Resident Evil.
There it is.
It's
Resident
I
Evil.
knew it. There
Success.
it is. Yep.
Ralph got it right.
Evil.
You hit the 2 on the head. Yep.
If I wasn't combining the franchises, it would have taken over the list.
Sure.
Right.
My all-time favorites 4.
Ooh, okay. 4's good.
I love 7 Biohazard.
Mhm.
I love 2.
When you brought up this top 5, and we were talking about 3 a.m. sitting in the dark playing a game, terrified out of your wits. I will never forget the moment in my entire life when I'm sitting there. I rented Resident Evil 2 when we still had video rentals. I rented Resident Evil 2, and I played that game all weekend long in the dark, and I was just terrified for my life the entire weekend. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, that for me, that was 4. My dad had to play it with me because I was too scared. I played on GameCube.
I love it.
That's great.
I played on GameCube.
That's great.
GameCube. I rented it for GameCube, and absolutely, I didn't even, when I was a kid, I didn't even make it far. It was in my older years. Yeah, I didn't make it far. When I got older is when I really completed the games.
Yeah.
And, even just,
Are you
again,
excited for 9 Requiem?
One. Oh yeah, Leon Kennedy being back, and yeah. To me, and I haven't been thrilled with Village, and just because they're really holding back on the story,
right?
Where I feel I'll complete a game and be we didn't accomplish much here.
Sure.
As far as how's this happening? Why is this happening? They give you a lot in the end there in Village, but again, just I need another chunk. I need another chapter of
I need more story.
I need more story. And I think Requiem's going to be that, especially with Leon being back, and we still don't know with Chris Redfield, Umbrella now being a different type of corporation. And
right.
We they're why are they killing people? It's a whole different thing now that I want to learn about.
Yeah.
But 4 is my favorite horror game of all time.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's battled Dead Space 1 as well as that top
Right.
Even just their influence on other things, like Dead Space's influence on the gaming industry is kind of bottomless.
Yeah.
And now I guess so. Oh, I have to ask you. Was there something on this list that didn't make it that you thought should have made it?
No, I
Nope,
said to Sean before, I said it's Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
Cool.
If there's not a Silent Hill game or a Resident Evil game on there somewhere, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
what are we doing with our lives?
What are we doing? Yeah, let's then there's a lot of questions you have to ask, like why haven't you played this?
Why play video games? Just get out of here.
Right.
Seriously.
Or if you claim to be a horror, listen, Silent Hill is definitely not my favorite, but it's it's making the list.
Oh yeah.
Then there's plenty of honorable mentions.
Sure.
One that I think, honestly, and it's more of an action game, but I think an underrated horror game is Gears of War 1.
Oh, I love Gears of War.
And the rest of them are not horror.
Yeah, the
Gears of War 1.
The first one's terrifying.
Terrifying.
Did you play the Fear series?
Yes.
Fear? Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a game also, if we're talking influence on the industry. That's another one. That was the era of creepy little girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
A game that's not good, but I love are the Saw games.
Okay.
I thought those were just fun. They're not good at all. But they're fun.
They're terrible.
They're terrible. They're terrible, but they're fun.
Yeah.
Alone in the Dark. That's a classic, I feel, even if it doesn't hold up very well. Alone in the Dark. Alien Isolation is terrifying.
Oh God.
Terrifying game. Trying to think of what else. There's definitely escaping my mind. There's a million, if you're really in tune, there are a million horror indie games.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
That people play, and I love watching streamers play them and upload on YouTube. And they're terrifying.
I won't play them, but I'll watch them play them.
I love watching people play them. Yeah. Are there any? Do you think there are any I'm missing?
Did you play Layers of Fear?
Yes, loved it.
That was a fun game.
Loved it because it was scary and I didn't have to do much.
Right. You said you just do 2 options and you either do A or B, and
There's not a lot of fighting, which I kind of liked for a change.
Yeah.
That was loved Layers of Fear.
Do you have one, Ralph?
Well, listen, I don't play a ton of terrifying games, but I do want to bring this up. This is a game that I saw someone playing when I was in college. A friend of mine, his roommate, was playing the Blair Witch Project PC game. Now, the thing about the Blair Witch Project PC game is you had to play in the dark because there were things that you could only see on the computer screen if the lights were off. And I thought that was one of the most brilliant tropes I've ever seen in a horror video game series. But I don't think it was on any console. It was just PC. But a Blair Witch Project game, and it was pretty terrifying.
That's cool. I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, because when people bring up I feel like the ultimate seeing a friend play on PC is Amnesia. If you ever played Amnesia,
right,
yeah. But that's interesting.
Yeah, and that was it's back in the early 2000s, I think, if I remember correctly, early 2000s. But I don't play a ton of horror games, but
do you count zombie games as horror?
I would.
I do. I don't see why not.
It depends, because there's a few that are just shooting games where you just survive. And
I wouldn't say Zombies Ate My Neighbors was a horror game.
Right.
Right.
Have you ever played the Friday the 13th game for the original Nintendo? It was one of the most impossible games ever made.
No, but I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd episode.
There you go.
It is. It's
hard.
It's hard.
I
have never been frustrated by a game in my entire life like that one.
So good.
Oh yeah, because it makes you, and the frustration doesn't make you throw things. The frustration makes you play even harder.
Right.
Because you're like so damn determined to win this game, and you can't. You can't. I think that's. Right. I think it's. I mean, I think only one person's ever beaten it. It's ridiculous, something like that.
Wow. Because then, then you could talk that you could get more to. Excuse me. You can get more into the lore of like Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. Yeah.
And I don't really count those as like horror. They're horror themed.
Right.
They're more like
they're not like scary because they're more like an arcade shooting type, like survival type game. It doesn't feel like you're immersed in the zombie.
Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Left 4 Dead series. Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. Have you ever played, and this is like horror adjacent. I mean, it's more like sci-fi-ish kind of, but Parasite Eve. Have you ever played Parasite Eve?
Yes.
I loved those games. The first one was good. The story throughout is really good. The second one, they changed the gameplay mechanics. The first one played almost exactly like the very first Resident Evil. The mechanics were pretty much the same, but the storyline, really pulls you in. I thought they did a really good job with that. And there's the second one, the story was good again, but they changed the gameplay mechanics. And then they made a third one called The Third Birthday, but it was only on PSP.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
But, wow. All right. Well, we have learned a ton today about horror video games. Cool. We have learned that Halloween is your favorite horror franchise. Are you a fan of the Leprechaun series?
We should watch those.
You should get into those.
So
listen, I specifically suggest Leprechaun in the Hood. Watch that one first, because you don't have to watch them in order. It didn't really, didn't really make a whole lot of difference. But Leprechaun in the Hood, that one will get you hooked. Skip Leprechaun, back to the Hood. It's terrible. It is. It's like Thanksgiving 2 terrible. Like it's bad.
Okay.
So I'll love it.
Yeah, you probably.
So we will watch that if you watch something for us.
Okay.
Ooh,
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You say it.
There's something in the barn. Yes.
There's something
in the barn.
Okay. All right. I'm putting that on the list right now.
On the list. There's something in the barn.
It's like Leprechaun / Gnome.
Oh.
It's gnome lore.
It's gnome lore.
Gnome lore. Okay. Gnome lore. Got it.
All right.
Like a horror movie where like they sneak it in.
Oh, I'm looking at it now here on. Oh, wow. I'm looking at it here now on Google. Wow.
There you go.
Okay, so it's on Netflix, but not in my country. So I got to figure out what country. I have a VPN, so
so we're good.
That's how I watch everything. So yeah, I'll find what country it's in, and I'll watch it.
Yeah,
probably Norway, because it takes place in Norway.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, yeah. I will definitely watch that. I'm excited.
So we are watching. You watch that, and we're watching Leprechaun
in the Hood.
Yep. All right, and we'll report back with findings.
Yes.
Well, listen.
Back with notes.
Here's what we'll do. We'll get Gabby on her own episode, and when that happens, we'll talk about the 2 movies.
There you go.
So
we got to think of a good top 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll be in touch. We'll figure out a date. We'll get that all scheduled, and then we'll do our homework, and we'll discuss the results. Oh, I'm excited. Right. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, that's great.
We're leaving with homework. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go. This is the first podcast I've ever done where I'm leaving with homework.
Listen, this is the first podcast I've done where I'm leaving with homework. So I'm excited. I got a movie to watch. I got music to listen to. So I'm good to go. Like this is gonna be great. Nice. Yeah. Nice. All right. So what's going on as far as upcoming events? What's going on?
What's coming down the pipeline?
Bear Bronson.
So TNA will be in Nashville, Tennessee, February 13th and 14th.
Nice.
There you go.
And then that is immediate for me. I will be with ICW in Chattanooga.
Nice.
Cool. Like that.
We will be in Japan late
March.
Oh,
that will be
awesome.
So much fun. We're so excited. I was just talking about it a bunch last night.
Yeah.
You have, if you bring up our schedule, we will be in Vegas for WrestleMania week.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Love that.
Cool.
Love that.
That will be a lot of fun. We have some stuff planned already that we can't say yet, but we're very excited.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Very cool.
Not much together.
I have a lot of GCW. A lot of GCW.
Gotcha.
Sure. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything.
Okay.
What about you?
I mean, I have a lot of stuff. This isn't my podcast.
Ooh. No, tell us where you're going. Listen, we want to know.
All my stuff's out there.
Right, listen, our
GCW.
our watchers are very interested. So
There you go. Tell them.
I'm fighting for the Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
Hey.
Die, Jack.
Second time ever.
nice.
And I won't be there to help.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I love it though.
She's got it.
Listen. You told us what kind
it.
of a linebacker she was, so I'm not worried.
She's got it. She's good.
I'm not worried.
The ER. It's true.
I'm gonna break his bones.
Oh, I love it. Oh man.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
That's a big no.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna try. Let's like fingers crossed.
What else you got?
I just had like a lot of cool little things coming up. I got the C4 all women show in Canada.
Nice.
That's on Thursday, so I'll be doing that. And then
Thursday,
Friday,
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Saturday I fight Donovan Dijak.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm excited about that.
Very cool.
And then have some things that I'm gonna show up to and maybe get booked. So it'll be like surprises. So
Yeah.
Can't say. And then the Beyond show where I'm fighting Willow is the last Friday of the month in February. So that's
okay.
coming up
Very
soon.
cool.
And then PWJ is a 4-way with like me and like Zeta Steel and like Izzy Moreno and like
Hell yeah. We have a lot of especially her, but now me too, because I just talked to him today. We have a lot of like Jersey Championship Wrestling, JCW.
Cool.
I will definitely be coming back. I was told I would definitely be coming back to Wrestling Revolver.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah, pretty non-stop.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are super busy all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, we've had Bear Bronson's socials running across the bottom of the screen, so make sure that you're following him on all the socials so you can find out where you can see him next. I can tell you can see him Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday Night Impact on AMC, which is just mind-numbingly amazing for you that we get to watch you on TV. So definitely follow him and make sure you are following the Nomi Gabby Forza on socials as well, so you can you can make sure that you get a chance to see her wherever she is at. If you have IWTV, well, first off, if you don't, go get it because it's brilliant.
Go get it.
But if you do have it, head over there and check out her Power Pro Lucha match with Harleen Lopez, which was a banger.
So good.
So good. You have
to
see it. It was definitely one of the best moments of the night. So definitely go check that out as well. Yeah, absolutely. We will be back. Well, I will be back next week. Sean will be taking some little Sean time, and I'll be back next week with my broadcast co-host Ben F. Silverio and Danny Lee of Danny Talks Wrestling, and we will be talking what we believe is the state of independent wrestling. So we're going to be doing a whole deep dive on indie wrestling, and we're super excited for that. And then we can also announce, I believe we announced last week, hopefully on March 8th, we will be talking to the aforementioned Harleen Lopez. Now, this is about the third time that we've tried to get her on the show.
We have tried many times.
Life has intercepted us many times. Like I'm the quarterback with the football, and life is Gabby running straight at me. So, we have not been able to make this happen, but March 8th, we've got it on the books. So definitely check that out as well. Well, I got to tell you, this has been an incredible episode. As Sean and I talked off air, we were psyched through the roof for this interview and the chance to get down and talk to you, and having Gabby join you as well. Like seriously, we are all about talking. We're all about talking wrestling with good people, and we need more good people in wrestling.
That's
and you guys are good people, so we are super excited to have you on the show. We are super excited for everything you guys are doing, all the
All of
success you guys are having, getting to go to California, getting to go to Japan, all these things, Canada, all these great things, being on TV. It's just good things happen to good people, and that's the way it's supposed to go. So we are more than happy for both of you. We will get an episode with Gabby scheduled so we can talk all about Gabby and talk about our homework assignments.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's just been great. And you guys are welcome on the show anytime you want to come on to talk about anything.
Yeah, this is awesome. I would love
you guys
to.
are always welcome here.
Heck yeah.
We had a great time, and we hope you did as well.
Oh, it was great.
Wonderful.
Super.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Opinion City podcast for TNA superstar and system member Bear Bronson, for the Nomi Gabby Forza. For Parmesan, I'm King Ralph, and remember, kindness is free, so be kind to each other.
Yeah.
God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you next time.
Be nice.
That's Opinion City. New episodes live every Sunday on YouTube. And to our Patreon members, thank you for supporting independent wrestling media. We'll see you next time.